being able to overcome ego, being able to overcome envy, being able to overcome jealousy, being able to overcome the negative of competitive state. There's a positive competitive state and there's a negative competitive state. To be able to have enough clarity to purify yourself of those things is going to alleviate the biggest anxieties and depressions of our time and mental health problems. What advice would I give to my younger self? It's all things people didn't do. It's always like something that either should have started or didn't continue. And that's really tapping into someone's voice, right? That's really tapping into what someone really wants to do. And you're going way beyond just like, oh, what do you like? What are you passionate about? So hard to answer that sometimes, especially if you're drowning. When you ask someone, what advice would you give to your younger self? The number one answer is, I wish I studied this. I wish I tried this out. I wish I gave this a go. Everyone has an element that they thrive in. If you take someone out of their element, they won't be the same. Your environment is the environment around you. Some of us love high energy environments, high pressure. Some of us succeed in low energy environments and low pressure. Figuring out your energy and the frequency on which you operate best will help you thrive as well. To really create a thriving environment, know your element, know your environment, and know your energy. If I see anything going wrong, I'm going, is my element out of alignment? Is my environment out of alignment? Or is my energy out of alignment? And that's a great 3-question test you can do to yourself when you don't think things are going right. And all you have to do is bring that back into alignment. So we have to create an environment where we thrive. The most successful people in the world, healthy, wealthy, and wise, choose education over entertainment.
You're willing to put time in your next move. If you're willing to pursue your dream, then your goals change and your level of sacrifice change. If you keep it simple, you can find your voice. And also know that you operate off short-term goals. When you don't know where you're going in life, do not look 4 years down the line. Do not look 2 years or a year. You look next week, next month. You keep your goals short, and that way as you accomplish those goals, then you can start piling up little trophies or little moments to know that you're actually accomplishing something. You're actually climbing the steps to success. If you're about to make a change in your life and you feel uncomfortable, that's the best feeling you can have. Because for the first time in your life, you're making a decision that's going to be best for you and not what somebody told you to do. You're about to enter some uncharted waters that's going to force you to challenge yourself to be perfect. And shooting for perfection is all good. You don't shoot for average, because you're not going to hit all the time. If you shoot for perfection and you hit good or great, you're winning. I have 24 hours in a day. I try to take advantage of every hour. And I have certain rules that I initially tell people on a regular basis. If you want to start living a successful life, start locking into a consistent time that you should get up every day. You have to make adjustments to achieve your goals. And if you're not really happy about where you're at, there's change is needed. Some of the things that you're going to do in life is not tied to a check. Don't guide your life by how much you're going to be paid, but how much you get out of it, the opportunity. A 40-hour work week is the best platform to design your career if you're an entrepreneur. Start setting your goals. Because see, if you start setting your goals, then you have dreams. If you have dreams, then guess what? It brings on expectations. Those expectations can only be reached by proper planning. If you plan, you will win. Yeah, you're going to have setbacks, but you got to plan. If you want to be successful, you have to write down why you want to be successful. Because a lot of people might say, I want to do it for money. I want to do it for passion. I want to do it for cause. That why will determine the steps that you have to put in place to be successful. So people will tell you you're a fool. I embrace that because that's what life is about. Challenging you to do something that people tell you you're not supposed to do. Don't put a limit on what you can do when you haven't even tried to do what you're capable of doing. You gotta have people around you to tell you you're great. Gotta remind you you're special. Gotta remind you who you are and what you've accomplished. You gotta have a team to remind you of what you can do and what you've done. You gotta have relationships, not only personal relationships, but business relationships. Let somebody else tell you what you cannot do. But in the process of that, prepare for success. If you're gonna go down being you,